What's up, folks? Welcome to art class. We're gonna do something pretty cool today. We have a challenge, all right? It's called the Fill the Page Challenge. And I'm gonna do this with every single grade. Every single grade from kindergarten up to 5th grade is gonna do the Fill the Page Challenge. And then you can send me your pictures and I will post them and we will look at them together, all right? It's gonna be really cool. We're gonna get to see how everybody chose to do this project, and everyone's gonna do it totally differently. It's a challenge. The things you're gonna need are a paper, big paper if you got one, but any size is fine, whatever you got. And then this is just a black and white or black and gray kind of picture. So we're not coloring it. I'm gonna use a Sharpie marker. That's probably the best. A black marker is a good idea. If you got a black marker, or crayon or colored pencil, even if you just have a regular pencil or pen, that's fine. But it's not a color project. The look is that they're gonna be a black and white picture. And I'm gonna show you how this thing works, and I'm gonna do mine. You get to see me do my Fill the Page challenge, and you can draw along with me too. So here we go. Let me set up my camera. Everybody's favorite part of the lesson, when I struggle with the camera. It really is quite silly what I have going on here. It's like a yardstick taped onto 2 stools looking down over my desk, but it works sometimes. Okay, here we go. Oh, you can see a little picture somebody gave me here. I'll cover up the name. DJ Marshmallow. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Let's bring our friend Forky in here with us. We need a little Forky in our lives. Okay, so the Fill the Page challenge. Here's how this is gonna work. It's just black and gray or black and white, like I said, and it's pretty much just lines, okay? We're not doing like a lot of coloring with this one. We're drawing lines, and you gotta fill the page, the whole page, with lines. And that's like the only rules. You can do anything you want. You can make a house, you can make a robot, you could make animals, you could just do designs and doodles. Whatever you want to do is totally fine. You just kind of let it flow and do your style. And that's what's going to be so cool about this, is everyone's is going to look so different. We've got all the grades doing it, so kindergarten is going to look so different than 5th grade and beautiful in their own ways. And I'm just so excited to see what you come up with and then put them all together into one place for us to look at. So here we go. If you don't know where to start, just start with like a weird line and just keep adding things to it until the whole page is full. Some of our 2nd graders have done a doodle project. It's kind of like that, but you could take this in a different direction if you want, all right? I'm gonna start with a robot. Now make sure you're not copying mine, okay? The last thing I want is for us to have some that look the same. I want them to look different. But you can look at mine to get some ideas and, like, you know, inspiration. Just don't copy it. So I'm starting with a robot. This is his like little TV face. Coming around here. I really like just drawing black and white lines. I think when I was in school, I did this a lot with like pens in my notebook. And that kind of really got me into drawing. So, yeah, that's part of why I love it so much. He's kind of got a computer. Maybe he'll be like a computer robot. I have a keyboard on his chest here. Cool. Computer robot. And when I do robots, I just add like lots of lines and details, things that don't even make too much sense, kind of like circuit boards and things like that. Lots of lines and details just to fill it up. You don't have to know what each thing is. It's just like, just to fill the space. That's what this is all about, is filling the space, okay? So like, it looks like this could be done, but look, there, I have space inside there that I can add things to, right? So look and try to find the open space and fill it up with pictures. That's the whole challenge of this, is filling the page, right? You don't want to leave too much. I'm not saying you're going to color the whole thing in black. No, but you want to fill in as much of the empty space as you can. Even if it's just with silly kind of designs that you're not thinking too much about. Leave no space undoodled, all right? Just keep filling it. Like I'm just doing the same kind of patterns and designs of these little circuit things and filling. And that looks pretty cool, I think. I like that, right? Even like the screen here, even if it's just a black screen, instead of coloring it black, you know, I'll do like lots of lines like this. Because that's going to be more interesting. I don't want us to do too much just coloring in. Think about filling the space with lines. Yes, lots and lots of lines. Different lines, straight lines, curvy lines, designs, pictures, all kinds of things. Just fill it up. I don't care how you do it. All right, cool. It looks like his screen has like a little shine to it. I'll do some lines here that look like shading almost. That's nice. We'll give some buttons. So just a crazy amount of details and little things. This one should take you a while. You know, I'm gonna probably sit here and make this video maybe 20 minutes or half an hour. I'm gonna do this for a while. As long as my camera's gonna stop freaking out, just relax a little bit. Come on, camera. Come on now. You know the drill. It's just trying to focus. I'm just going to keep drawing and hope for the best. Little robot arms here. And the robot's going to be grabbing something. I don't know what yet. He's got little extendable arms. Oh, he'll be drawing, of course. The robot is doing the fill the page challenge. Even robots like to draw. At least mine do. He's got his little pencil and his notebook. Do some foreshortening here. That's a cool art word. Foreshortening. That means that something looks like it's coming toward you or going away from you. So this notebook looks like it's kind of like coming at you. You see that? Because it's like it's bigger up here and it's smaller down here. That's foreshortening. And we'll give it the little circle. See, big, medium, small. I'll give it that illusion that it's going away. Even the lines are going to be farther apart. As they get here, they're a little closer. And the notebook lines are really close toward the bottom, right? Oh, I forgot I was going to have him drawing on here. I just filled it with notebook lines. That's okay. There's more space. So now I just get to idly doodle in this little notebook. I'm not even going to worry about what I'm doing here. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to let my marker move. Oh, it's really bothersome that that doesn't want to focus. It's like it's too far away or something. Forky, will you help my camera focus? He doesn't look like he knows what to do either. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. Nobody's nerfect, right? I mean, I didn't say that right, did I? I meant to say nobody's nerfect? What was I trying to say? Oh, nobody's perfect. That's what I was trying to say. Gosh, I can't even say that right. This is his own little fill the page challenge, and he's doing lots of flowery designs on there. Very cool. Now what else could I have? I'm gonna draw a cheeseburger because why not? Right? We gotta fill the space. So make some big, what I like to do is do a couple big things to really kind of define the space, to really like set up your picture. And then from there, you know, you go in and do smaller details. We put a cheeseburger over there, and then some clouds over here. Why not? And then robot's gonna have legs. There's his legs. Got long legs. That same kind of. I always draw these little tubes for robot legs. I want to make sure I fill the space, so I'm looking at, where do I got white space? Got a lot of white space left, so I got some space to fill. I'm going to do his other arm. His other arm will be holding the cheeseburger. And I'll do foreshortening on his arm. Watch this. It's big, and as it goes back here, it's going to get smaller. Watch. I'm making those lines get closer together so they get smaller and smaller. See that? Foreshortening. It's coming toward you. If something looks big, it looks like it's close. If something is small, it looks like it's far away. Add some texture to the cheeseburger meat. If this is closer, does it focus better? I think it does. I wonder if I can make it a little closer. Let's try. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Hope you're just drawing and this doesn't bother you at all. Not too close there, huh? This would be about perfect. Doing some creative problem solving here. That's what art's all about, isn't it? We don't let our problems get the best of us. We solve them with creativity and tape. Okay, hopefully that will stop the focus problem, but maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, here we are. Let's draw. So I was working on the texture of the cheeseburger and shading on the cheeseburger a little bit because we got some white space. I want to fill it up. You can just do a few lines around the edge. Don't overdo it to the point where it looks hairy or something, but a few lines on the edge of something can give it some nice shading like that. Even on the robot's hand, I can do a little shading. I'm just hunting out the white spaces to see what I can do to fill it up. All right, I'm gonna start just doing some designs over here on the cloud. Start with a round thing and do these little bumpy patterns. This is my go-to design. A lot of you have probably realized this watching my art. If I don't know what to do, I just start doing this. All right, and then I'll do bigger ones. You can stack them up on top of each other. You can always go back to these little designs. You can't go wrong with them. They're so pretty and so easy. You don't even have to think. You can just add those little bumpy, flowery designs onto anything. It's like you're growing a pretty little thing out of your drawing. See, and then I could put some on the cheeseburger. Why not? It's gonna make it look beautiful. Also, if I have something over here that I also do over here, that's a good idea. That gives it something called unity, where it kind of all goes together, right? It kind of ties it together. Makes it look like a very special cheeseburger. I always draw food. I don't know why. I love drawing food. I'm always trying pizza and cheeseburgers and things like that. I think I just love food. I don't think there's much more to it than that. I just really love food. Who doesn't? Now we'll do some noodly designs. See, here we are with noodles, with the food again. I love drawing these noodly designs. These are fun to draw. I make them come in and curve in like that, and then come down here and wrap around like it's twisting. It's so satisfying. I love it. And then I can fill the space. Remember we talked about foreshortening? I can do smaller ones back here. A couple smaller noodles going this way. And then even smaller ones between there, going all different directions. It's like a whole knot of spaghetti. So fun to draw. I hope you have fun with this project. More than anything, I hope it's fun for you. And I think it's going to be really cool to see all of the different things that we get and how different they are. From kindergarten to 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, And then everybody's different styles all kind of doing the same project. I'm really excited. I hope this is something that brings us together and sees, you know, we can kind of see how we're all in this, we're all doing this. We have all these separate classes, but you know, we're all students, and we're all learning and making art and doing the thing. So it's cool to kind of bring everybody together in this way. That looks cool over there. I love that. That turned out so neat. I love it. And I definitely filled that space with lines. You see how it's filled now? Now if I look over here, I see space here and I see space here, right? And I'm going to fill those up too. Maybe I'll just kind of do this same thing coming in. Oh, I know. Maybe I'll add a little face down here. A cute little face. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. Still lots of white space, so I'm going to fill it in. Fill the page challenge. This is a good exercise because it gets you to think about filling the space, even just in your regular artwork. If you're looking at the white spaces and thinking about filling them, that's a good thing to do. You don't always have to fill all the space. There's nothing wrong with leaving open space. Some people will say sometimes less is more, right? My drawing philosophy is more, but you know, but that's just because that's how I like to draw. There's so many different ways to do it. There's so much beautiful art out there that's just very, very simple, and that's what makes it beautiful, you know? And nothing wrong with that either. But this is an exercise in being overly complex and trying that out, see what that's like. I do want to challenge you to do anything but scribble. Like, let's try not to scribble into our spaces. If you've scribbled already, that's fine, don't worry about it. But I think it's best to think a little bit about making something, at least try to make it look nice. Don't worry about it if it doesn't look nice, but just try to make it look nice. Don't just be like scribbling just to fill the space. I want these to be lines. I want you to be experimenting with lines and stuff. I'm going to fill this space with kind of a little bursty kind of shape. I don't know what to call that. Almost like an explosion, like a pow kind of thing. I would say if there was a name for this shape, it would be a pow, right? And then on the outside of the pow, I'm going to do these tight, close together lines. This is a good thing to do to fill space, is these tight lines. It's like just short of coloring something in black. You know, you can put these lines together. And I'm kind of turning them so they're coming out away from the robot to give it kind of that burst effect. And I'll do some over here too. I think this is going to be really cool. I think it's going to be a celebration of everybody's uniqueness and how different everybody's art is. I'm really excited to see all this come together. So when we're done with this project, you don't have to send it to me, but I would like you to. I would like you to send it to my email address, which is on the Distance Learning webpage, or if you are in a Google Classroom, you can just get it through there. Yeah, I really, especially this one more than the others, I would like you to send this one to me. It's not going to be graded just yet. Still not doing grading yet. We will do grading for the second grading period. Okay, so that one, I will collect something from you by then, so keep your eyes peeled. I will make sure to let you know, so there's no surprises. But this one's not graded. This one, like I said before, I'm going to put these together so we can look at them together and look at all the different fill the page challenges side by side. It's just kind of a special thing we're going to do together. All right. Oh, that looks cool. So this is starting to really fill up pretty well. I've got some white space over here and some white space behind here. But you know what, to be honest, I think I'm gonna leave this one white. I wanna have like a little bit of open space. So I'm gonna leave that. But maybe I got this here, and this here that I'm going to fill in. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing more of these lines to fill this, and maybe just some random swirlies, little swirly designs, and just shapes to fill in the gaps. There it is. That's how you fill a space. Pretty crazy. And then, oh, I know what I'll do here. I like to do this, it's almost like wood grain. Like if you look at wood, it has the little waves in it sometimes, where I draw these lines and they kind of come apart, and then you draw like lines inside of them like this. Oh, that tends to look really cool. You just keep layering these wiggly lines and putting different parts inside. You know, you follow the wiggles, but sometimes you go away from them and create these open spaces on the inside. These are all just kind of different designs that I've picked up over the years just from doodling and playing around. And that's part of the value of doing something like this, is trying new things, seeing somebody else draw. You pick these things up and they become part of your like bag of tricks, I like to say. All right. So one thing I'm also going to do, I'm going to do a double outline around my robot. This is a good thing to do for like if you do cartoons and things, is figure out what you want to stand out and go around it and give it an extra thick outline just around the outside. I don't do all the lines, I just go around the very outside of the shapes. You see, like I'm not doing these little lines in the arms, but I'm going around the outside of the arm. It's not something you would notice, but it just makes it pop out a little bit and gives it a nice clean look. So that's a good tip for your drawings, is do that double thick outline just around the outside edge. Especially if you have a lot of busy lines like this going on and it's kind of getting lost in there, you can do this kind of thing to make it stand out, to make it kind of pop out from the rest of the picture, to give it emphasis, right? Emphasis would mean like you know where to look. You know what the main part of the picture is. I've got a million things going on in this picture, but you know that this robot is the main part because he's in the middle and I gave him that extra thick outline, right? So that's my fill the page challenge. I'm calling it. Obviously there's some parts that are still white. You don't have to be crazy about it. You don't have to be like, oh no, I can't have one white space. It's okay to have a few white spaces, I'll be honest. But you want to mostly be trying to find the white spaces and filling in the page, all right? That's a cool drawing. I'm happy with this drawing, and that was fun to make. I absolutely cannot wait to see what you make. So please send them to me. We are going to put these together and have a lot of fun looking at your fill the page challenges. All right, well, I love you all. I hope you're doing okay. Let me know if you need anything, and take care. Keep making art and keep being your best self. Bye-bye.